Okay, so when you're doing a fat loss phase, losing some muscle mass is going to be inevitable, but here are some tips to help you maintain your muscle and maybe build some more, and some mistakes to avoid. So the reason why you might lose some muscle mass when you're doing a fat loss phase, I'm not trying to use the actual word just because my other video got taken down for minor safety. I'm not sure if that implied the other meaning, but basically when you're doing like a caloric deficit, your body's gonna have to find the energy that you're not giving it from somewhere else, aka fat and muscle. So what your body's gonna do is trying to get energy from the inside by breaking down fat and muscle. So our goal is to break down the fat and keep the muscle. So you do this by 1, you have to be lifting weights, and 2, eating a high protein diet, and 3, biggest mistake, don't do an aggressive caloric deficit. So I'm gonna start with the caloric deficit. So usually when people get into a fat loss phase, they would just go too low, like a 1200 calorie diet, and you should not be doing that. 1, there's no reason for you to go that aggressive. It's not sustainable. And second, it's gonna affect your hormones, like hunger hormones. You're just gonna feel way more hungry. It's not gonna work out. I recommend doing like a 300, like start with a 300 calorie deficit, do some more cardio, and see if you are losing like 1 to 2 pounds per week. Second component is your protein. So you should be aiming for 0.8 to 1 gram protein per pound of body weight. So take your body weight and multiply it by that range. And by lifting weights, you're actually telling your body that you need the muscle, like you're actually taking advantage, like you're using it. So your body doesn't like to keep stuff it's not using. So when you lift weights and do enough weekly volume, like sets and reps for every muscle group, you're telling your body to keep the muscle and try to lose the weight from the fat. Another misconception is that you can't build muscle in a caloric deficit. That's actually false, because when your body senses that there's enough amino acids circulating in your bloodstream, it's gonna trigger MPS, which is muscle protein synthesis. So building muscle is actually triggered by your protein intake. However, it's gonna be a slower process than if you were eating at maintenance calories or doing a slight caloric surplus.